make all these people they book out for Carolina. They feeling the sound and the way I take it them the cocos. Selemasa. Now Tom they help me, we make me forgive them the lambao. Anytime when I breathe on the mic, the people they confess I they give them the banga. They do they give me the ginger when I deliver the people they shiver. Now Tom they give me the liver. Money boy, Remy boy, sound it.
Many obstacles man they face. Waving me pessy con decrease. As I dey run my race. Mommy no they fear disgrace. Make them hate if they want the hate. Mommy I no be their mate. Take my ginger to concentrate. I no come here to look your face. Enter studio with my niece in bed. You wake up make all of them they choke. Carry my tonto for pocket in case they bed do they choke. I no come here to play. I no come here to laugh me. I know they choke. The moment I come up for you, everywhere go bubble with smoke.
Breathe for it, my body the boom. Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, make me coming closer. Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, baby coming closer.
My good boom, I dey feel something. My good boom, I go need something. My shirt in a orange, I'm like that want me something. My good boom, man, he say something.
Bang kutukun, I dey feel something. I want lick something. Selemasa. Bang kutukun, I dey feel something. I want lick something. My shirt in a orange, a black, that want me something. Bang kutukun, I dey feel something. I want lick something. Selemasa.
Hello everyone, my name is Interlude. I'm one of the participants of Bofta Tech Bootcamp last year. I learned robotics, 3D modeling, augmented reality and coding. Bofta Tech Bootcamp was one of the best parts of my 2021 holiday. So I encourage you parents to enroll your children to be part of Bofta Tech Bootcamp this year.
My name is Mrs. Shola Musu. I'm a mother to Angela Musu and Enela Musu. They participated in a Bofta Tech Bootcamp of last year, 2021. I noticed that they love tech and they love to do quite a number of things with computer. So when Bofta came with this, I was so elated. So I have no choice but to put in. So I encourage you parents to please enroll your children in your ward for this Bofta Tech Bootcamp 2022. Please don't miss out on it. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Interlude. I'm one of the participants of Bofta Tech Bootcamp last year. I learned robotics, 3D modeling, augmented reality and coding. Bofta Tech Bootcamp was one of the best parts of my 2021 holiday. So I encourage you parents to enroll your children to be part of Bofta Tech Bootcamp this year.
My name is Mrs. Shola Musu. I'm a mother to Angela Musu and Enela Musu. They participated in a Bofta Tech Bootcamp of last year, 2021. I noticed that they love tech and they love to do quite a number of things with computer. So when Bofta came with this, I was so elated. So I have no choice but to put in. So I encourage you parents to please enroll your children in your ward for this Bofta Tech Bootcamp 2022. Please don't miss out on it. Thank you very much.
Sometimes before I step on stage, my mind gets clouded and it feels like I'm on a different stage. Sometimes it feels like I'm on the losing side. But that's when I know it's time to take that deep, tum-tum cooling breath. It's my calm before they feel my storm.
Hello, my name is Nutritional. I participated in Bofta Tech Bootcamp 2021. During the Bofta Tech Bootcamp, we learned how to code and so much more. Currently, I teach coding in a school.
Hello, My name is Mrs. Samarachi Anyang. I am Master Anyang's mom. I get to know about Bombita Tech Bootcamp on social media, so I grabbed that opportunity and I applied for my son. Bombita Tech Bootcamp impacted greatly on my son because immediately after the tech camp, he started his book, Kids Can Code. He resumed his teaching on coding. He teaches in a school. He teaches one-on-one classes and also online. He does online classes for children. I want to use this medium to appeal to parents to enroll their children in upcoming Bombita Tech Bootcamp. It prepares them for the future. Thank you.
Some say learning is fun, but as a mom, I see how demanding it can be for my child. That's why I ensure he starts every day with a cup of Bonvita. Give your child Bonvita. It contains essential vitamins and minerals that support mental and physical vitality. Bonvita. Prepare them to win every day.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
What is this?
The Cadbury goodness is in every pack of Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate, making you feel cheerful and pleasant.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge. Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
Asking me how I they make all these people they book out for Carolina. They feeling this town and the way I take it and the cocos. Selemasa. Now Tom they help me, we make me forgive them the lambao. Anytime when I breathe on the mic, the people they confess I they give them the banga. Where do they give me the ginger? When I deliver the people they shiver. Now Tom they give me the liver. Money boy, Remy boy, sound it.
Many obstacles man they face. Waiting me pesty con decrease. As I dey run my race. Mommy no they fear disgrace. Make them hate if they want the hate. Mommy I no be their mate. Take my ginger to concentrate. I no come here to look your face. Enter studio with my niece in bed. We come make all of them they choke. Carry my tonto for pocket in case they bed do they choke. I no come here to play. I no come here to laugh me. I know they choke. The moment I come up for you, everywhere go with smoke.
Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, make me coming closer. Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, baby coming closer. Go ginger me, with Tom, I dey breathe for it now. I dey run kilo me. That's why I dey come my body dey boom. Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, make me coming closer. Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, baby coming closer.
My kutu boom, I dey feel something. My kutu boom, I go need something. My shirt in a orange, I'm like that want me something. My kutu boom, man, he say something.
Bang kutu I dey feel something. I want lick something. Selemasa. Bang kutu I dey feel something. I want lick something. My shirt in a orange, I'm black, that want me something. I want me something. Bang kutu I dey feel something. I want lick something. Selemasa.
Hello everyone, my name is Angela Lua. I'm one of the participants of Bofta Tech Bootcamp last year. I learned robotics, 3D modeling, augmented reality, and coding. Bofta Tech Bootcamp was one of the best parts of my 2021 holiday. So I encourage you parents to enroll your children to be part of Bofta Tech Bootcamp this year.
My name is Mrs. Shola Musu. I'm a mother to Angela Musu and Inela Musu. They participated in a Bofta Tech Bootcamp of last year, 2021. I noticed that they love tech and they love to do quite a number of things with computer. So when Bofta came with this, I was so elated. So I have no choice but to put in. So I encourage you parents to please enroll your children, your ward, for this Bofta Tech Bootcamp 2022. Please don't miss out on it. Thank you very much.
My son has always dreamt of being in the spotlight. As his mother, it is my duty to help him live up to his dream. That's why I give him Born Vita every day, which contains iron, zinc, and vitamin C for everyday vitality, wellness, and the strength to pursue his dreams. Born Vita, strength to dream.
Sometimes before I step on stage, my mind gets clouded and it feels like I'm on a different stage. Sometimes it feels like I'm on the losing side. But that's when I know it's time to take that deep, tum-tum cooling breath. It's my calm before they feel my storm.
Hello, my name is Nutritional. I participated in Bonvita Tech Bootcamp 2021. During the Bonvita Tech Bootcamp, we learned how to code and so much more. Currently, I teach coding in a school.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Anyang. I am Master Anyang's mom. I get to know about Bonvita Tech Bootcamp on social media, so I grabbed that opportunity and I applied for my son. Bonvita Tech Bootcamp impacted greatly on my son because immediately after the tech camp, he started his book, Kids Can Code. He resumed his teaching on coding. He teaches in a school. He teaches one-on-one classes and also online. He does online classes for children. I want to use this medium to appeal to parents to enroll their children in upcoming Bonvita Tech Bootcamp. It prepares them for the future. Thank you.
Some say learning is fun, but as a mom, I see how demanding it can be for my child. That's why I ensure he starts every day with a cup of Bonvita. Give your child Bonvita. It contains essential vitamins and minerals that support mental and physical vitality. Bonvita. Prepare them to win every day.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
What is this?
The Cadbury goodness is in every pack of Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate, making you feel cheerful and pleasant.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge. Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
asking me how I they make all these people they book out for Carolina. They feeling this sound and the way I take it and the cocos. Selemasa. Now Tom they help me, we make me forgive them the lambao. Anytime when I breathe on the mic, the people they confess I they give them the banga. They do they give me the ginger. When I deliver the people they shiver. Now Tom they give me the liver. Money boy, Remy boy, sound it.
Many obstacles man they face. Waving me pessic on the crease. As I they run my race. Mommy no they fear disgrace. Make them hate if they want the hate. Mommy I no be their mate. Take my ginger to concentrate. I no come here to look your face. Enter studio with my niece in bed. You wait to make all of them they joke. Carry my tonto for pocket in case they bed do they choke. I no come here to play. I no come here to laugh me. I know they joke. The moment I come up for you, everywhere go with smoke.
Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, make me coming closer. Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, baby coming closer. These things when me one go come my way, bad energy far away. I no be mistake me, I know I'm here to stay. For instance, them no one give you assistance. When friends they turn to resistance, believe in you, them go give chance. Many things wanna hinder me. I need something we go ginger me. With Tom I they breathe for it now. I they run kilo me. That's why I they come mutukum. My body they boom. Coming closer, breathe for it, make me coming closer. Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, baby coming closer.
Hey, ma kutu boom, I dey feel something. Ma kutu boom, I go need something. Hey, my shirt in a orange, I'm like that want me something. Ma kutu boom, man, he say something.
Bang kutu I dey feel something, I want lick something. Selemasa. Bang kutu I dey feel something, I want lick something. My shirt in a orange, a black, that want mean something. Bang kutu I dey feel something, I want lick something. Selemasa.
Hello everyone, my name is Angela Lua. I'm one of the participants of Bofta Tech Bootcamp last year. I learned robotics, 3D modeling, augmented reality, and coding. Bofta Tech Bootcamp was one of the best parts of my 2021 holiday. So I encourage you parents to enroll your children to be part of Bofta Tech Bootcamp this year.
My name is Mrs. Shola Musu. I'm a mother to Angela Musu and Nela Musu. They participated in a Bofta Tech Bootcamp of last year, 2021. I noticed that they love tech and they love to do quite a number of things with computers. So when Bofta came with this, I was so elated. So I have no choice but to put in. So I encourage you parents to please enroll your children, your ward, for this Bofta Tech Bootcamp 2022. Please don't miss out on it. Thank you very much.
My son has always dreamt of being in the spotlight. As his mother, it is my duty to help him live up to his dream. That's why I give him Born Vita every day, which contains iron, zinc, and vitamin C for everyday vitality, wellness, and the strength to pursue his dreams. Born Vita, strength to dream.
Sometimes before I step on stage, my mind gets clouded and it feels like I'm on a different stage. Sometimes it feels like I'm on the losing side. But that's when I know it's time to take that deep, tum-tum cooling breath. It's my calm before they feel my storm.
Hello, my name is Nutritional. I participated in Bonvita Tech Bootcamp 2021. During the Bonvita Tech Bootcamp, we learned how to code and so much more. Currently, I teach coding in a school.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Samarachi Anyang. I am Master Anyang's mom. I get to know about Bonvita Tech Bootcamp on social media, so I grabbed that opportunity and I applied for my son. Bonvita Tech Bootcamp impacted greatly on my son because immediately after the tech camp, he started his book, Kids Can Code. He resumed his teaching on coding. He teaches in a school. He teaches one-on-one classes and also online. He does online classes for children. I want to use this medium to appeal to parents to enroll their children in upcoming Bonvita Tech Bootcamp. It prepares them for the future. Thank you.
Some say learning is fun, but as a mom, I see how demanding it can be for my child. That's why I ensure he starts every day with a cup of Bonvita. Give your child Bonvita. It contains essential vitamins and minerals that support mental and physical vitality. Bonvita. Prepare them to win every day.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
What is this?
The Cadbury goodness is in every pack of Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate, making you feel cheerful and pleasant.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
Asking me how I they make all these people they book out for Carolina. They feeling the sound and the way I they give them the cocos. Now tom they help me, we make me forgive them the lambao. Anytime when I breathe on the mic, the people they confess I they give them the banga. They do they give me the ginger when I deliver the people they shiver. Now tom they give me the liver. Money boy, Remy boy, sound it.
Many obstacles man they face. Waving me pessic on the grace. As I they run my race. Mommy no they fear disgrace. Make them hate if they want the hate. Mommy I no be their mate. Take my ginger to concentrate. I no come here to look your face. Enter studio with my niece in bed. You wait to make all of them they joke. Carry my tonto for pocket in case they bed do they choke. I no come here to play. I no come here to laugh me. I know they joke. The moment I come up for you, everywhere go bubble with smoke.
Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, make me coming closer. Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, baby coming closer. These things when me one go come my way. Bad energy far away. I no be mistake me, I no one here to stay. For instance, them no one give you assistance. When friends they turn to resistance. Believe in you, them go give chance. Many things wanna hinder me. I need something we go ginger me. With tom I they breathe for it now. I they run kilometers. That's why I they come my body they boom. For it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, make me coming closer. Breathe for it, money coming closer. massa.
Hello everyone, my name is Nutritional. I'm one of the participants of Bofta Tech Bootcamp last year. I learned robotics, 3D modeling, augmented reality, and coding. Bofta Tech Bootcamp was one of the best parts of my 2021 holiday. So I encourage you parents to enroll your children to be part of Bofta Tech Bootcamp this year.
My name is Mrs. Shola Musu. I'm a mother to Angela Musu and Enela Musu. They participated in a Bofta Tech Bootcamp of last year, 2021. I noticed that they love tech and they love to do quite a number of things with computers. So when Bofta came with this, I was so elated. So I have no choice but to put in. So I encourage you parents to please enroll your children, your ward, for this Bofta Tech Bootcamp 2022. Please don't miss out on it. Thank you very much.
My son has always dreamt of being in the spotlight. As his mother, it is my duty to help him live up to his dream. That's why I give him Bonvita every day, which contains iron, zinc, and vitamin C for everyday vitality, wellness, and the strength to pursue his dreams. Bonvita, strength to dream.
Sometimes before I step on stage, my mind gets clouded and it feels like I'm on a different stage. Sometimes it feels like I'm on the losing side. But that's when I know it's time to take that deep, tum-tum cooling breath. It's my calm before they feel my storm.
Hello, my name is Nutritional. I participated in Bonvita Tech Bootcamp 2021. During the Bonvita Tech Bootcamp, we learned how to code and so much more. Currently, I teach coding in a school.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Anyang. I am Master Anyang's mom. I get to know about Bonvita Tech Bootcamp on social media, so I grabbed that opportunity and I applied for my son. Bonvita Tech Bootcamp impacted greatly on my son because immediately after the tech camp, he started his book, Kids Can Code. He resumed his teaching on coding. He teaches in a school. He teaches one-on-one classes and also online. He does online classes for children. I want to use this medium to appeal to parents to enroll their children in upcoming Bonvita Tech Bootcamp. It prepares them for the future. Thank you.
Some say learning is fun, but as a mom, I see how demanding it can be for my child. That's why I ensure he starts every day with a cup of Bonvita. Give your child Bonvita. It contains essential vitamins and minerals that support mental and physical vitality. Bonvita. Prepare them to win every day.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
What is this?
The Cadbury goodness is in every pack of Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate, making you feel cheerful and pleasant.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
Asking me how I they make all these people they book out for Carolina. They feeling this town and the way I take it them the cocos. Felemasa. Now tom they help me, we make me forgive them the lambao. Anytime when I breathe on the mic, the people they confess I they give them the banga. They do they give me the ginger when I deliver the people they shiver. Now tom they give me the liver. Money boy, Remy boy, sound it.
Many obstacles man they face. Waving me pessy con decrease. As I dey run my race. Mommy no they fear disgrace. Make them hate if they want the hate. Mommy I no be their mate. Take my ginger to concentrate. I no come here to look your face. Enter studio with my niece in bed. You wake up make all of them they choke. Carry my tonto for pocket in case they bed do they choke. I no come here to play. I no come here to laugh me. I know they choke. The moment I come up for you, everywhere go bubble with smoke.
Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, make me coming closer. Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, baby coming closer. These things when me won't go come my way. Bad energy far away. I know be mistake me, I know I'm here to stay. For instance, them no one give you assistance. When friends they turn to resistance. Believe in you, them go give chance. Many things wanna hinder me. I need something we go ginger me. With tom I they breathe for it now. I they run kilo me. That's why I they come mutukum. My body they boom. Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, make me coming closer. Breathe for it, money coming closer. Breathe for it, baby coming closer.
Hey, ma kutu boom, I dey feel something. Ma kutu boom, I go need something. Hey, my shirt in a orange and black, that want me something.
Massa.
Hello everyone, my name is Nutritional. I'm one of the participants of Bofta Tech Bootcamp last year. I learned robotics, 3D modeling, augmented reality and coding. Bofta Tech Bootcamp was one of the best parts of my 2021 holiday. So I encourage you parents to enroll your children to be part of Bofta Tech Bootcamp this year.
My name is Mrs. Shola Musu. I'm a mother to Angela Musu and Inela Musu. They participated in a Bofta Tech Bootcamp of last year, 2021. I noticed that they love tech and they love to do quite a number of things with computer. So when Bofta came with this, I was so elated. So I have no choice but to put in. So I encourage you parents to please enroll your children, your ward, for this Bofta Tech Bootcamp 2022. Please don't miss out on it. Thank you very much.
My son has always dreamt of being in the spotlight. As his mother, it is my duty to help him live up to his dream. That's why I give him Born Vita every day, which contains iron, zinc, and vitamin C for everyday vitality, wellness, and the strength to pursue his dreams. Born Vita, strength to dream.
Sometimes before I step on stage, my mind gets clouded and it feels like I'm on a different stage. Sometimes it feels like I'm on the losing side. But that's when I know it's time to take that deep, tum-tum cooling breath. It's my calm before they feel my storm.
Hello, my name is Nutritional. I participated in Bonvita Tech Bootcamp 2021. During the Bonvita Tech Bootcamp, we learned how to code and so much more. Currently, I teach coding in a school.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Samarachi Anyang. I am Master Anyang's mom. I get to know about Bonvita Tech Bootcamp on social media, so I grabbed that opportunity and I applied for my son. Bonvita Tech Bootcamp impacted greatly on my son because immediately after the tech camp, he started his book, Kids Can Code. He resumed his teaching on coding. He teaches in a school. He teaches one-on-one classes and also online. He does online classes for children. I want to use this medium to appeal to parents to enroll their children in upcoming Bonvita Tech Bootcamp. It prepares them for the future. Thank you.
Some say learning is fun, but as a mom, I see how demanding it can be for my child. That's why I ensure he starts every day with a cup of Bonvita. Give your child Bonvita. It contains essential vitamins and minerals that support mental and physical vitality. Bonvita. Prepare them to win every day.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
What is this?
The Cadbury goodness is in every pack of Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate, making you feel cheerful and pleasant.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
Asking me how I they make all these people they book out for Carolina. They feeling this town and the way I take it and the cocos. Now Tom they help me, we make me forgive them the lambao.
I also like to introduce the various professional parties and regulators who assist our companies in discharging its responsibilities effectively during the year under review. The auditors of our company, PricewaterhouseCoopers, are present at today's meeting and are represented by Ms. Udochi Mugilim. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is present at today's meeting as represented by Ms. Amina Tanko. We have Ms. Brenda Duke at this general meeting, and she's representing the Nigerian Exchange Group, NGX. Ms. Ayaya Lawal is representing our registrars, First Registrars Investment Services. The Corporate Affairs Commission had indicated that none of their representatives will be present to attend this meeting. The following shareholders represented on the Board Audit Committee for the financial year ended 31st December 2023 are also present at today's meeting. They are Pastor Ila Kinlan Riawobo, the chairman of the committee, who is attending virtually. Mrs. Mary Joke Shufolaho, who is attending in person, and Mrs. Elizabeth Begbaje. Thank you very much. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I hereby call on the company secretary to read the notice convening the 59th annual general meeting of the company. This is found on page 7 of the annual report.
Notice of annual general meeting. Notice is hereby given that the 59th annual general meeting of members of Cadbury Nigeria will be held virtually via a link tree Cadbury AGM 2024 on Wednesday, 5th June 2024 at 10 a.m. to transact the following business. Ordinary business. Firstly, to lay before the meeting the audited financial statements of the company for the year ended 31st December 2023, the report of the directors, together with the reports of the auditors and the audit committee thereon. Secondly, to disclose the remuneration of managers of the company. Thirdly, to elect and re-elect directors. Fourthly, to authorize the directors to fix the remuneration of the independent auditors. Fifthly, to elect members of the audit committee. Special business. 6, to consider and, if thought fit, pass the following resolution as an ordinary resolution of the company. A, that subject to the provisions of the rules of Nigerian Exchange Limited, NGX, namely the rules governing transactions with related parties or interested persons, a general mandate be and is hereby renewed for the company to enter into recurrent related party transactions for the company's day-to-day operations, including the procurement of goods and services on normal commercial terms in compliance with the NGX rules. No voting by interested persons. In line with the provisions of Rule 20.8, rules governing related party transactions of the Nigerian Exchange Limited, interested persons have undertaken to ensure that their proxies, representatives, or associates shall abstain from voting on Resolution 6A, which I just read. That the directors be and are hereby authorized to complete and do all such acts and things, including executing such documents as may be required to give effect to the transactions as authorized by this ordinary resolution. 7, to approve the director's remuneration. This I state by order of the board. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Company Secretary. Right, I think we'll now move to the ordinary business to be conducted at this meeting. The first item on our agenda for today is to lay before the shareholders financial statement of the company for the year ended 31st December 2023, the report of the directors, together with the reports of the auditors and the audit committee thereon, which had previously been circulated to shareholders in accordance with the provisions of the Competent and Allied Matters Act. At this juncture, I'll call on the representative of the auditors, Ms. Udochi Mugolim, to please present their report, which is on page 82 of the annual report. She'll be presenting virtually. So, PwC, over to you.
Good morning. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
All right. Thank you. My name is Udochi Mogilim. I'll be presenting the audit opinion for the financial statements for the year ended 31 December 2023. Am I expected to present it, or is that available?
Please present your report, yes.
Okay, sir.
Can you abridge it?
Yeah, can you please present a report, please? Is she talking? I beg your pardon? Okay, I hear you may be muted. Can you please unmute so I can hear you? Oh, we had that before.
I think I was muted again. All right. Thank you. With the kind permission of the shareholders, can I take the report as read, and I will read the first and the last paragraphs of my report?
Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. The independent auditor's report to the members of Cadbury Nigeria PLC. Report on the audit of the financial statements. Our opinion. In our opinion, Cadbury Nigeria PLC, the company's financial statement, give a true and fair view of the financial position of the company as at 31 December 2023 and of its financial performance and its cash flows for the year then ended in accordance with International Financial Reporting Standards and the requirements of the Companies and Allied Matters Act and the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Amendment Act 2023. What we have audited. Cadbury Nigeria PLC's financial statements comprise 1. The statement of financial position as at 31 December 2023, the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income for the year then ended, the statement of changes in equity for the year then ended, the statement of cash flows for the year then ended, and the notes to the financial statements, which include a summary of material accounting policies. The last paragraph. Report on other legal and regulatory requirements. The Companies and Allied Matters Act requires that in carrying out our audit, we consider and report to you on the following matters. We confirm that, 1, we have obtained all the information and explanation which, to the best of our knowledge and belief, were necessary for the purposes of our audit. The company has kept proper books of accounts so far as it appears from our examination of those books, and returns adequate for our audit have been received from branches not visited by us. 3, the company's statement of financial position and statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of accounts and returns. In accordance with the requirements of the Financial Reporting Council, we performed a limited assurance engagement and reported on management's assessment of Cadbury Nigeria PLC's internal control over financial reporting as at 31 December 2023. The work performed was done in accordance with the FRC guidelines on assurance engagement reports on internal control over financial reporting issued by the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria. And we have issued an unqualified opinion in our report dated 30 March 2024. This was signed by me, Udochi Morgilim, for PricewaterhouseCoopers, Chartered Accountants, Lagos, Nigeria, on the 30th of March 2024. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, PwC. I'm pleased to invite Pastor Oyelakin Lanre Awobode, the chairman of the Statutory Audit Committee, to read the Audit Committee's report as indicated on page 75 of the annual report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning to everyone. I hereby present the report of the Audit Committee of Cadbury Nigerian PLC for 31st December 2023. The members of the Audit Committee are Pastor Oyelakin Lanre Awobode, Mrs. Mary Joke Sofolahan, Mrs. Elizabeth Igbaje, Mr. Suni Patasoreti, and Mrs. Kofu Akinkugbe. Here is our report. In compliance with Section 404, subsection 7 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act of Nigeria, we have 1, reviewed and ascertained that the accounting and reporting policies adopted by the company and in accordance with applicable legal requirements and agreed ethical practices 2. Review the scope and planning of audit requirements and found them satisfactory. 3. Appraised the financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2023 and are satisfied with the explanations provided. 4. Review the company's system of accounting and internal control and found them effective. 5. Reviewed the external auditor's management report for the year ended 31st December 2023 and are satisfied that management is taking appropriate steps to address issues and comments noted in the report by the external auditors. The independent auditors confirm management's full cooperation during the performance of their duties and that they were not limited in any way by the company and its management. Signed by me, Pastor Oyelakinlanre Awubode, on the 27th March 2024, on behalf of the members of the Statutory Audit Committee, or earlier mentioned. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Pastor Awubode, for that report. So, ladies and gentlemen, I now lay before you the audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2023 in accordance with Section 388, subsection 1 of CAMA. We shall now entertain some questions and comments on the chairman's statement earlier presented together with the audited financial statements. Shareholders are now encouraged to ask their questions or add their comments accordingly. In asking questions, I will be extremely pleased if shareholders can be brief and limit their comments or observations to 1 or 2 points at a time so that equal opportunities could be afforded to other shareholders. Each shareholder making a comment or asking a question should kindly raise his or her hand electronically, state his or her name before asking any question or making any comment when given the opportunity to speak. References should be made to the relevant pages of the annual report and accounts by each speaker. So the floor is now open for questions and comments. Okay, Mr. Anthony Amoni.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning.
Other directors and everyone online and physical at the meeting venue. My name is Evangelist Dr. Anthony Omodiola. I thank God for today, for our lives, and I also thank the Company Secretary and Management for the opportunity to participate in the meeting. Cadbury Nigeria PLC, as a company with a competent board and hardworking management and staff. 2023 results was extraordinarily good, and they deserve for more award than what has been listed in the annual reports and account. As one of the companies that survived the fiascos of 2023, I say kudos to them. At 46% plus revenue drive and 124% gross profit, our return on investment should have been more than double in a normal situation, but for the naira flotation and other associated difficulties in cost of doing business, we have to record a net loss of over 19 billion naira after saving 9 billion for taxation. For your proactiveness, the step taken early this year that led to the resolution passed at the EGM will see us through to a better result this year. For a board of 6 people, I must confess your performance was the best in Nigeria for year 2023 with this result. Mr. Chairman, on page 12, within our corporate profile, if Cocoa Life launch in Ghana has transformed their farmers, well, when will it happen to us in Nigeria? And from the chairman's statement on page 20, as a non-oil exporter, sir, how much are we expecting from the export expansion grant, and what effort are we making to get them? How does the closed border affected our export drive to the ECOWAS country? And what efforts are we making to improve our exportation through other channels, e.g. through the related parties? From the FD's table, on page 24, sir, what miracle did we perform that gave us 4,228% increment in our operating profit? Let's take it easy because of the bank wagon effect on we consumers. From 194 million naira in 2022 to 8.397 billion in 2023. No wonder a page is not enough to list our awards within the year. And I say, well done. As a minister of God, I say from my heart that God will bless you all and crown your efforts going forward. So on the financials, page 90, 122, and 140.
Please
limit
your participation to 1 or 2 points, and so that we can give everybody a chance. Please.
Yes, I will limit it. Yes, thank you. Because I've written them. Note 7 and 24 gave details of how we incur our losses, and there was hardly anything else you can do to help the situation. In fact, our profit before tax should have been in the region of 10 billion. And expenses by nature on page 123, our energy and utilities doubled. Why? We incur 1.4 billion for impairment on PPE. Why? Our repairs and maintenance costs almost triple. Do we have new acquisition? I will skip most of the other one, but let me just finalize it here. That on page 131, I commend your sustainability efforts on inventory management that will ensure the business continue unhindered. And on page 144 to 144, 142 to 144, related party, amount due to related party. The numbers of companies and which amount due to foreign related parties inform advice to our management to look inwardly more for local substitute to manage to many imported raw materials, raw materials and products. The need for local substitute cannot be overemphasized, sir. The net effect of the effort that produced 80 billion naira has resulted to 90 billion net loss after tax credit of 9 billion. Thank you once again for your proactiveness. Thank you for the debt forgiveness of $20 million by the parents company coming out of the January 2024 EGM. And thank you for the faith we have in you. And I faithfully, I hope this will be faithfully utilized to balance the loan for the benefit of our company. Once again, thank you for the opportunity given, Evangelist Dr. Anthony Omoni Omojola. God bless you.
Thank you. Huh? Okay, Boniface, You have the floor.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, Chairman, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Mr. Chairman, we want to thank the board, at least for keeping the company alive, even though that this meeting virtual is not good for most of us, in as much as no dividend being proposed. I don't know where you want us to get money to buy data to begin to download and participate in AGM from other companies that have paid us dividend this year. That is my worry. And also the company secretary that they have been earlier stated in the notice given that she's running. I believe this meeting done physically for us to celebrate her exit from the company. She has performed incredibly well and has served us well as a company secretary. This should have been the opportunity to see her face to face, to put her out and wish her well for her future endeavor. Be it is made that the board have taken decision to hold this meeting virtual. Well, here we are. Mr. Chairman, I believe strongly that we made a good performance. But at the end of the day, we posted a good loss as a result of forest volatility, which is not good for us. Because if going by current of revenue we earn and the profit before tax, we would have been smiling home with a dividend. But that is not to be, Mr. Chairman. And going by your statement, Mr. Chairman, on page 20, your statement, the Chairman statement on page 20 and 21, Mr. Chairman, it did not outline, inspire us, give confidence as the future outlook in 2024. Mr. Chairman, he thought about, what we expect and the new administration will quickly settle in and urgently develop strategies. I don't think the government of the day have, developed any strategy to guarantee us hope, but on our own as a company, it would have given us, yes, we are working towards, return to profitability. And this is a measure outline we have put in place that we cannot continue in this loss position we found ourselves in 2023 account. That should have been the best to do. If you are waiting for government to give strategy, that means we'll continue to post loss because there's nothing in place or putting in place today that will guarantee that the manufacturers will see the light of the day and begin to do. Mr. Chairman, if you look at it on page 122 and 123, you will also see finished goods and raw and packaging materials. It's on the high side, Mr. Chairman. That means, the purchasing power have been dwindling. The Nigerians have not, purchasing power to purchase goods. You manufacture and you put them at the warehouse. That is not good enough. And that's what the economy have thrown up to every masses in Nigeria. Instead of, alleviating poverty, we're going deep in the mess, in poverty. So if the Nigerians have not enhanced purchasing power, there's no way you can manufacture a product like this and people will have purchasing power to buy them. So that means we'll continue to manufacture and put in the warehouse. Even where they go to supermarket and the normal market in the open places, you found out, the products are so higher because that is what you produce. Because everything, power, because you look at cost of doing business in Nigeria, it's getting higher every day. And those will pass back to the consumers, because they are the ones going to pay for it. Because you're not a charitable organization. You produce to sell and make profit, And if people are not buying because of the cost of increase on the product, and if you don't increase, it can't stay in business. That's what we are seeing today. You people are close to government have failed to speak the truth to power. And that's why Nigeria is going down the drain. Because, Chairman, you are the corridor of power. You get to them. But if you're not praising them, ECOWAS did all that, they did all that. We have not seen anything tangible in place put in today to assimilate the economy. That's nothing, virtually. Nothing. It's zero. So if we continue like this operating, Mr. Chairman, I don't see us coming out, even at this very current year we're in, that going to end in December. I don't see us coming out. I'm able to pay dividend. I hope we will not continue to, hope and hope and hope, so that, we are going to end hopelessly at the end of the day. Mr. Chairman, I want to urge the board and management to come out with a thinking cap and making sure that 2024 account will be better considering this year. Because you did very well, as I said earlier, you did very well. But at the end of the day, everything is foreign volatility because there are things you import that we don't have here, from our parents' company, So, Mr. Chairman, if you look at royalty, it's also going high because we pay technical services, and we need to, our technical foreign partners need to also bring things home here that will say when we are paying this money to them, we have confidence here. This is what they have brought on table. It's not the finished goods shipping here. Let things manufacture here that we cannot be getting from them. Mondelez has a lot of food and beverage, biscuit, and this and that. But some of those things have to be produced here locally, instead of hoping to export it, import it from them into Nigeria. Then that become, we begin to look for forests able to pay back to them. It is not good enough. My chairman, 1.44 billion as against 1.6 in the previous year. That's getting on the high side. We must watch this royalty and technical fees. It's taking toll on us, Today, shareholders are going empty-handed, but our foreign partner will take their own. At the end of the day, we're also going to help how to source to repatriate those money back home over their country, which is not good enough. And these things are being passed back to us in terms of foreign exchange to repatriate their money. Because we did last time, extraordinary meeting, they're able to convert some of the, maybe their unshifted dividend as a result of this forest problem, convert to equity. So, Mr. Chairman, we need to come out and tell us, yes, there's going to be hope at the end of that tunnel, because we're in the quagmire today. Things are biting hard, I can't go to the market and able to, because I was hoping that dividend will come from Cadbury this year to make up things, It's not coming. Most other companies, So, Mr. Chairman, I hope you address us that this loss were incurred as a result of forex and other etc. We're able to, that they are going to come to feet, and 2024 will give us hope. That's what I'm believing you should address us, and the management to assure us, yes, that we have not come to the end of the road. There's still hope for us in Cadbury to be able to recover fast, in no distant time. That dividend that did us today will come forward, because many years we waited for this dividend until start coming. Dividends start coming. We thought we were going to maintain that trajectory, not knowing that we're going to go back where we're coming from before. But I believe that this will not be going to be stagnant. We cannot remain there endlessly, that hope will be on a rising sun. Mr. Chairman, I wish you well, and I wish Paula happy retirement and good health, and God bless her in her future endeavor. The MD, you must assure us that, yes, come this next year, there are going to be hope for shareholders. And that's why we can all give you that necessary support. But if it's not coming, most of all, we would all the support we are given in the past. Mr. Chairman, I rest my case.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. The next person I'm going to call on is Chief Sonny Nwosu. Oh, Sir Chief Dr. Sonny Nwosu.
To the voices of wisdom that you have had, I'm sure you are hearing me. We missed out something in your report. We need to know the future of Cadbury. What is the future of Cadbury? At least in 2024. Again, the raw materials we are using, the cocoa powder, is being produced by us at Interlude, and we shouldn't have a problem. to sacrifice, including the board, the technical partners. I don't know why we are not getting dividend, why we are paying others. It is very important that the sacrifice must go round. Now, I need a lot of money myself. Fola knows this, that I need a lot of money to take care of and I've invested in Cadbury. It's very disappointing to hear that there is no dividend from Cadbury. In the civilized world, a company that made 19 million lost, the directors have to suffer it by existing from the board, especially the MD and the chairman ought to leave the board for a new people to come in. Of course, it's a board that I see as a tribal board. There is no catchment area on that board. No single Igbo man, no Ngbatin man on that board, even on management. They've been taken over by one ethnic group, which is not good. We are Nigerians and we are consumers of our products. Dotun, as a national person, must do something about this so as to give happiness to other tribes. It is very important. We cannot continue to live on one tribe. The MD is from one tribe, the chairman is from one tribe, same tribe, and even management, they are all from the same tribe. I don't enjoy that kind of thing. Let us make it a national issue and ensure that every part of Nigeria participates either on the board or management. It is very, very important for us to know that in Cadbury, and just like when you have a chat with her.
We're having difficulty hearing you clearly.
Only the praying section with her, so that I knew. I didn't hear you, Chairman.
So we're having difficulty. Your audio is not coming in through clearly. It looks like you're in a moving vehicle. You're in a car, so I guess that's affecting the quality of your connection.
Chairman, I didn't hear you. Maybe you want me to correct or virtual AGM. I have to join because if you look at the offense, they hardly allow anybody to come into their premises. So, and I've been a shareholder during the time of Onosade. And I'm having challenges. My voice cannot be very clear. My voice cannot be clearer than it is now.
Okay, maybe you want to try.
I want you to pardon me for that.
Okay, but maybe if you turn off your video, maybe if you turn off the video, maybe the voice will come out clearer.
Are you hearing me much better now?
Yes, please carry on.
Yeah, I've made my contribution, and I wonder why we should make a 19 billion naira deficit in this account. There are other companies that were affected by foreign exchange infraction. They still pay dividend to their shareholders, knowing fully well that that is what they depend on and eat from. I don't know why. What is it that they are doing that we cannot do to pay dividend? People are consuming our product. I can see the adverts. I just hope that you will restructure the board and management, add your brothers from other regions into it, so that we become a one Nigeria, just like the new national anthem being played. If you see the body of the national anthem, the reason of that is to embrace all Nigerians on it. Let me just stop so far because of my voice.
Thank you very much, Sir Sonny. Thank you.
Okay, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Any other questions or comments from shareholders? Okay, there is none. Okay, I think, the one point I would make, of course, one common theme that ran through most of the comments we received is the result that we had this year, and for the reason for which we all know. And of course, talking about the hope for the future, what 2024 is going to deliver, everything, of course, is going to depend on how the economy turns out. I think one thing we need to be very clear is to understand that we operate in an environment with macros and policies that are completely outside our control. And therefore, I would say the company will go as the country goes. And we all know, of course, that what the country is going through, significant restructuring, long overdue, but being taken by the current government to make sure, we live within our means. And a lot of the excesses of the past, are kind of curtailed. Of course, we all have different views as to how that's being done, how effectively that's being done, and whether the pain is being shared equally across board and other. But at the end of the day, really, there isn't very much that we can do as a company to ride against the tide of what's going on. Now, what's happening, of course, affects all companies in this space, particularly those in our sector, FMCG. There's no FMCG company that I'm aware of that didn't suffer the same fate that we all suffered. And of course, all due to the fact that a lot of our input is imported. And if you depend on imports and you don't make dollar revenue, when foreign exchange depreciates, you take a hit. And that's exactly what happened. Now, the process to backward integrate and start sourcing things locally, I think the need for that has become more urgent now than ever before. But before we realize that, and before that begins to translate to kind of independence against the need for dollars and so on, that will going to take some time. So somebody tells me that what we are going through now is going to be with us for some time. It's not pleasant news. It's not the kind of thing you want to hear. But I think we're going to live through a very rough patch, I would say, over the next 2 to 3 years. Of course, the hope and the prayer is that after we've gone through all these pains, the country that results and the operating environment that results will be ones that enable progress to be made, and money to be made, and profits to be made, and dividends to be declared, and all that. But in the meantime, what we need to do, of course, is do the best we can, and control the levers of production and so on that we can control. Maintain a low-cost profile, raise price as best as the market can accommodate and all that, and hopefully wait for a better report, a better result at the end of the year. I don't know whether the MD has anything to say, particularly with respect to Cocoa Life, closed borders, the impact of that. That was one point that was made.
Good morning, shareholders. I think just broadly, I will touch on one or two things. In terms of the costs, there were some questions around the cost of operations. The reality is that the cost of operations, Dr. has talked about inputs being imported. Sasoni, you mentioned that beans is local. While beans is local, is a globally traded commodity, and the price of beans is a global pricing. The price of beans in Nigeria is the same price of beans anywhere else in the world, whether it's in Brazil or Cote d'Ivoire or Ghana. Cocoa beans. Cocoa beans. I need to be specific. Cocoa beans. It's the same price globally. So whether we're buying from Nigeria, the traders quote a global price. It's traded internationally. The price they sell to us is the same price they'll sell to anyone that's buying it anywhere in the world. So, the benefit of Cocoa Life for us is that it allows us to support farmers as part of our social mission to ensure that, the benefits that countries like Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana have gotten out of Cocoa Life is to organize farmers better, to train them how to farm better, to improve the yield, because if the yield is improved and the quantity of cocoa beans is available, the price also will be reasonable. Today, the price of beans is very high because some of the countries that produce beans are going through a weather situation. Nigeria is fortunately not in that space, but however, because of the scarcity, price of beans and cocoa beans in Nigeria is equally impacted by this. I think, what we need to just understand is that there are measures being taken by the business to look inward to see where certain ingredients can be substituted locally. We are working on various projects with some of our suppliers, what we call localization, to see what ingredients we can support to have produced locally. Unfortunately, the process for Doing this is not an overnight process. If you want any of your ingredients as food ingredients to be done locally, there's a lot of research work that needs to be done. But we're supporting some of our suppliers who are manufacturing to see how they can make some of these things locally. Packaging materials as well, globally, broadly imported in Nigeria and across West Africa. We have an operation in Ghana. It's the same issue we face in Ghana. So quite a lot of things are imported. Our machines are imported. The parts on our machines are imported. We run a gas plant as part of our sustainability agenda. Gas is traded in dollars. It's a global commodity. So while gas is good, it's technically cheaper than diesel, but in reality it's quoted in dollars. And unfortunately, when your exchange rate, when your currency devalues, you're impacted by the cost of that gas. Even if you're still using the same quantity, the amount of naira you have to pay for that usage is higher. So, management is doing a lot of things. Obviously, we want this business to survive beyond us to future generation. We inherited it, and our prayer is that we pass it on to the generation to come as a healthy business. So there are measures being taken by the business to improve on what we call localization of some of our inputs. Thank you.
Okay. I hear there's one more hand that I missed. I would like to give him an opportunity to air his views or ask his questions. Moses Ibrude. Then we'll wrap this session up. Moses, you have the floor.
Hello, Chairman.
Hello,
Chairman. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Can you hear me, Chairman?
We can hear you. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
All right, Chairman. First of all, I really have to appreciate you people first for withstanding the situation, the challenging environment we are today. In terms of economic challenges, we have to appreciate the board for sustaining the business so far. Now, the only thing I want to talk about after talking about the account is to make sure that you give us the strategy. After experiencing what we have experienced, after the EGM, where we have already converted the dollar-denominated loan to shares, what is the way forward? That is the hope shareholders want to hear right now. That is the hope the market want to hear right now. Because with that, if you can do that, it will enable the market to realize that yes, there is hope and there is light at the end of the tunnel. So that is what I want to hear from Chairman. That is what I want to hear from the MD. The strategy you have put in place to make sure that this thing will not happen again. Strategy we put in place to make sure that all the strategy of dollar-denominated loans and all of that are reduced to the barest minimum, so that at the end of the day, what have happened will not happen. Having said that, I'm going to talk about your performance. Now, the performance review of our cost of sales, that is pages 90, 122, 123, and 124, note 5 and 6. Your revenue increased by 46%, that is 25 billion, 166 to 214 billion. In 2022, 80 billion, 378 billion in 2023. Well, it's very, very commendable. The cost of sales, however, shoot up by 33%, from 47 billion in 2023 to approximately 63 billion. Mainly due to what? Finished goods, raw and packaging materials and energies, as emphasized, analyzed in pages 123. While we appreciate your increase of economic activities, to lower, I hope you can hear.
Please carry on. There was a slight break, but carry on.
I have said, our raw material, how do we get them? And locally, if possible, how do we get them? We have to deal with export also. Do we export our product in order to get at least $10? That will help us to mitigate against dollar importation. So I am suggesting, I'm making suggestion that we try to do some export to our African countries and all of that. So at least what we are producing can be taken globally. Then finance income over finance costs, page 90 also and 122. While there was a slight increase by 41% on finance income from 1.6 billion in 2023 to 2.2 billion in 2023, the finance costs shoot up by 7,500% from 503.8 in 2022 to 38 billion in 2023. In short, this increase is what is as a result of increase on interest borrowing and foreign exchange differences. These are the major causes of our loss. We understand it. It's because of Naira devaluation. As I said earlier, we must put strategy in place to make sure that this thing is not does not happen again. How are we managing our borrowing? Because that borrowing increased by 81% in this year to about 43 billion. What are we? That is note 24, mainly dealing from the same thing we are talking. Exchange losses and import finance facility. The same strategy. What are we doing vis-a-vis the exchange losses and the export? Don't forget, they are floated in Naira. The possibility of moving on and off is always there. We have done what we need to do. But can that, what we have done today, can it be sustained that tomorrow things will not happen? We have talked of dividend. Cadbury is a very young and pray that management of Cadbury and the board, that God should give you all wisdom. That wisdom, that foresight, and that grace to manage this business from this present condition going forward, so that your people who rely on you, both on product, both on value, both on dividend and whatever, will always smile and pray for you people. My final comment here is that you need to reemphasize what I have said. I've said when I started is that, Chairman, you need to give us the way forward. Tell people they want to hear from you.
The thing, of course, is that what we are going through is not unique to Cadbury. It's a Nigerian issue. It's a national issue. I would say it's the cumulative result of the economic policy we've pursued over the years. I would say we've lived above our means as a country, as a people, and consequently we have not developed our economy the way it should have been developed, which is why, even though we call manufacturing in Nigeria today is for the most part assembly. And if it's not assembly by nuts and bolts and so on, you are assembly by compounding, just mixing largely imported inputs. So the real solution is going to be backward integration, is to be as independent as possible, and to develop our own resources, whereas where we have comparative advantage, so that even if we are going to import something, we have the ability, we have the dollars and so on to import. We have stable currency. That's the real issue. I mean, of course, we can do all the localization as we want under today's conditions by maybe getting somebody else to do the importation, but it's still going to have to pay the dollars, and there is no way they will import it, with expensive dollars and pass it towards the cheap naira. It's not going to happen. So that's what we are living through. It's a phase. I think the hope and the prayer, of course, is that we will navigate and we'll all be standing, we'll remain standing by the time we are through this, and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's a tough phase. I don't know if there's anything else that we can do other than to backward integrate, depend less and less and less on imported input, and as much as possible to reduce costs to the barest minimum. And some of the major costs, of course, are things that are completely outside of our control. Power costs, for example. Even if you generate your own power, it costs money. Whether it's diesel, whether your generators are powered by diesel or gas, these are all dollar-denominated commodities. So the dollar rate will also affect you. With respect to people, we've got to pay people decent wages, and it's going to come to a point where there might be some rationalization, where you pay fewer people more, so people have to do more. So talking about productivity, that's the other challenge we're going to face as a country. We've got to become more productive than we've ever been before. And that's the only way we're going to go back to the good old days of huge profits and dividends and so on. We'll get there, but we're going to go through a rough patch to begin with. So let's keep hope alive, but at the same time, we'll be as creative as possible, looking for ways to make sure that we keep the company afloat. So I think on that note, I would like us to proceed, to continue with this meeting. Where am I? Okay. So I hereby declare, therefore, that the audited financial statements of the company as at 31st December 2023 and the reports of the directors, the auditor's report, and the audit committee reports thereon be and is hereby properly laid before the members of the company, and that the directors be discharged of their responsibilities to the company in respect of the audited accounts. So we now moved to the section of today's meeting where various resolutions earlier read by the company secretary will be passed. The registrars will announce the results of the votes for each resolution, and shareholders will have 120 seconds, that's 2 minutes, to vote on each resolution. I can confirm that many shareholders have sent their proxy forms indicating how their votes should be cast. I hereby invite registrars to present the proxy report together with the electronic voting procedures.
Capital of a Cadbury Nigerian PLC. For the purpose of voting, shareholders that have joined virtually, please dial star 8011 star 55 hash on your mobile phone. When you dial that, you'll be welcome to the Cadbury Nigerian PLC AGM. Thereafter, please dial 0 on your phone. This is to verify your phone number. You press 1 on your phone and send in order to vote on the resolution. Again, you now enter 1 and send to indicate whether you are voting with the entire unit you are having on the register of members. After doing that, you now select whether you are voting for or against. If you are voting for any resolution, please press 1. However, if you want to vote against any resolution, please press enter 2 on your phone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I hope that is clear to all shareholders attending this meeting. Now, by the power conferred on me by provisions of sections 248A of the Company and Allied Matters Act, as the chairman, I hereby call a poll on resolutions 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. Besides, the resolution 5 will be passed by show of hands in line with the provisions of section 249(3) of the Company and Allied Matters Act 2020. So we'll now go to the first item in this section of the proceedings, which is to disclose the remuneration of managers of the company. Section 257 of the Company and Allied Matters Act 2020 provides that the disclosure of remuneration of companies be done at this general meeting. Accordingly, I hereby draw shareholders' attention to page 124 of the annual reports and accounts where managers' remuneration has been duly disclosed. A shareholder should please move a motion approving the disclosure of the manager's remuneration. Okay, I can see Mr. Omoni, your hand up. So can you please move the motion?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name remains Evangelist Dr. Antonio Omoni Omojola. I do move the motion as expected. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have a seconder. Boniface, okay. Boniface is recognized as a seconder. Thank you, Boniface.
I do second the motion.
Thank you very much.
I second the motion, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. We'll now put it to vote. I'll put the resolution to vote. Registrars, please announce the result of the poll after voting.
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Chairman. Like I had earlier announced, that you have to press star 8011 star 55 hash on your mobile phone, and this will welcome you to the Cadbury Nigeria PLC AGM. Thereafter, you enter 0 to verify the phone number. Again, after sending the 0, you press 1 on your phone for the resolution, which has just been read by the chairman. Then you enter 1 to indicate your voting, whether you are voting with the entire unit or part of it. Then lastly, you either enter 1 if you are voting for that resolution, which has just been read by the chairman. If you are voting against, please press enter 2. The resolution is going to be...
Now, let me correct myself here, actually. I think it's a mistake to actually vote on this particular resolution. So I apologize for that. What the law calls for is disclosure. It doesn't call for a vote for or against. And since we already disclosed the remuneration of managers, I think the requirements of that law has been satisfied. So if you go to page 124 of the annual report, you'll see the remuneration of the manager of the business disclosed. By that singular act and calling your attention to it, I think we've satisfied the requirements of the law. Okay. So my apologies for that confusion, but I think that's the right way to proceed. So I'll now go straight to the first item that will actually require a vote, and that is the election and re-election of directors. The directors to retire are those who have been longest in the service since their last election. I'm pleased to inform our esteemed shareholders that Ms. Bumi Lawson was unanimously appointed by the board of directors of our company as a non-executive director during the year under review. The board is also presenting her appointment to the shareholders for ratification in line with the provisions of Section 238 of the Companies and Other Matters Act 2020 at this meeting. May I ask the shareholders to move that the appointment of Ms. Bumi Lawson as a non-executive director be and is hereby ratified by shareholders. Will somebody please move?
Aye.
Okay.
Evangelist Dr. Anthony Yamojola, do move the motion.
Thank you very much. May I have a seconder? A seconder for this motion? Boniface? No, sorry.
Hello, I would like to second Olukemi Adenuga to second the motion.
Thank you very much. I will now put this motion to vote using the method that was outlined earlier. Maybe you should repeat the instructions so it's clear to everybody. Please carry. Repeat the number to call.
Okay. For the purpose of voting on that resolution, which is to elect Ms. Bumi Lonsin as director, please dial *8011*55# on your mobile phone and follow the step which I earlier announced. The poll is about to open. Please open the poll.
So 1 for you agree, 2 for dissent.
We have 109 seconds left. The poll is still open. 94 seconds left. *73 seconds, 72. We have 5 shareholders that have joined virtually that have voted already. *41 seconds left.
Okay.
Six shareholders joining virtually voted. 8, 9 joining virtually has voted. Ten seconds left. Poll closed. At the end of the voting on that resolution, we have 186 shareholders voting virtually and by proxy, with the total shares of 1,810,743,230 units. While we have 1 shareholder with 4,000 units voting against. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Following the announcement of the result of the poll by the registrars, I hereby declare that the resolution appointing Ms. Bumi Lonsin as the director of the company has been carried by a majority of the shareholders that voted. Thank you very much. In accordance with Section 285(2) of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 and Article 88 of the Company's Articles of Association, Mrs. Kofuake Kugbe and Mrs. Ibukun Awoshika, being the longest serving directors since their last election, retired by rotation during the year under review. Being eligible, both directors have also offered themselves for re-election. The board is recommending the re-election of both directors to the shareholders for ratification, and the election should be conducted individually. The first one, may I ask a shareholder to move that Mrs. Kofuake Kugbe, who retired by rotation and who, being eligible, has offered herself for re-election, be and is hereby re-elected as a director of the company. Can I have a Boniface? You are moving. Please unmute your microphone.
I second the motion.
No, you are moving the motion.
I second the motion. Chairman, you already moved. I'm seconding the motion. You already moved.
Okay, I moved. Okay, thank you very much. So
Yes,
to make it faster, maybe I just move. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Can we put that to vote again, please?
Thank you very much, sir. Please, dial *8011 *55 hash.
Forget that it's not working yet. Star, not.
55 hash on your phone. We have about 8 people that voted on the last resolution. The resolution to re-elect Mrs. Kofo Akinigbe as a director. Please dial *8011 *55 hash on your mobile phone and no, we have. Please follow the step. The poll is about to open. Please open the vote.
Again.
The poll is opened.
Okay, please vote 1 for or 2 against.
Against.
You got 2 minutes.
Two shareholders have voted electronically already. 3 shareholders. .74 seconds left. 4 shareholders have voted. Five shareholders have voted. 6 shareholders. Seconds left. 7 shareholders voted electronically. 8 shareholders. $19 seconds left. 17 seconds.
The resolution appointing Mrs. Kofo Akinigbe was unanimously carried. We'll now go to the second resolution, which is to re-elect Mrs. Ibukun Awushika, who also retired by rotation and who, being eligible, has offered herself for re-election and is hereby re-elected as the director of the company. So I move that motion and therefore just ask for a seconder. Boniface, look at you, you're the only one. Okay, Mrs. Shofala. Okay, Mrs. Shofala, second, you are here in person. Please, yeah. Thank you very much. Now, I think
3 shareholders have voted electronically. 84 seconds left. $63 seconds left. 36 seconds. 4 shareholders have voted electronically. 5. Six shareholders have voted already electronically. 15 seconds left. 13 seconds. 10 seconds left. Voting has closed. At the end of the voting on this resolution, which is to re-elect Mrs. Ibukun Awosika as the director of Cadbury Nigerian PLC, we have 183 shareholders voting virtually through proxies with the total shares of 1,810,709,044 units. No against.
Thank you very much. Following the result of the poll as announced by the registrar, I hereby declare that the resolution has been carried unanimously. That's Mrs. Awosika has been re-elected by unanimous vote of shareholders. So I'd like to appreciate the shareholders, of course, for the unanimous re-election of both retiring directors. The next item on our business for the day is to authorize the directors to determine the remuneration of the independent auditors, Mrs. PwC, who have indicated their willingness to continue in office in the ensuing year. As we are aware, CAMA provides that the remuneration of the auditors be fixed at general meetings. I will therefore move as follows: that the directors be and are hereby authorized to fix the remuneration of the auditors, Mrs. PwC, who have indicated their willingness to continue in office from now to the conclusion of the next general meeting. So will another member of the company please second this motion? I want a seconder for the motion to approve. Oh, Mrs. Begbaje, you want to second? Okay, please.
I, Elizabeth Begbaje, seconds that motion.
Thank you very much. Okay, following that, can we have the poll?
Thank you very much, sir. Please open the poll. While I equally announce that the shareholder should dial *8011 *55# on their mobile phone. Thank you. The poll is opened. Eighty-two seconds left. Two shareholders have voted electronically on that resolution, which is to authorize directors to fix the remuneration of the independent auditors. .46, 45 seconds left. The poll is still open. Voting has closed. At the end of the voting on that resolution, which is to authorize directors to fix the remuneration of the independent auditors, we have 185 shareholders voting electronically and by proxy, with the total shares of 1,810,689,612 units. No against. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Again, following the results of the poll, as announced by the registrar, I hereby declare that the motion has been carried, that the directors are hereby authorized to fix the remuneration of the auditors, Mrs. PwC, who would hold office until the conclusion of the next annual general meeting. And the voting was unanimous. Thank you. Now we'll now come to the interesting part of our agenda, which is to elect a representative of the shareholders of the company who will serve on the statutory audit committee for the financial year to end December 31st, 2024. Section 404(3) of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 mandates that every public company to establish an audit committee, and that the same committee shall consist of 3 representatives of the shareholders and 2 non-executive directors nominated by the board of directors. The auditors, in addition to their reports to the shareholders, are required to submit a report to this committee. In line with the provisions of the section 249(3) of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, please be reminded that a demand for a poll is prohibited as far as this resolution is concerned. Therefore, voting for this resolution will be carried out by a show of hands only. The board of directors of the company has unanimously nominated Mr. Sunil Patarasathi and Mrs. Kofu Akikugbe as its representatives on the statutory audit committee for the year to end 31st December 2024. Concerning the representative of the shareholders on the audit committee, the company secretary received 19 valid nominations from the members of the company. The nominees are hereby advised to please stand up for recognition as I call their names individually. The nominees are Pastor Oyelakin Lanre Awobode, who is on the screen.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Mary Joke Shofolaho, who is here in person. 3, Mrs. Elizabeth Begbaje, who is also here in person. Please sit down. Thank you very much. Number 4, Aziz Ridwan Okikiola. Number 5, Yusuf Olaiton Lukman. Number 6, Adebayo Imam Yaya. Number 7, Aziz Alamin Ishola. Number 8, Aziz Abdul Ganiyu Damilola. Number 9, Icheko A. Patrick. Number 10, Aziz Lukman Akoni. Number 11, Ajani Tunde Uluwole. Number 12, Isiaka Olamilekon Aziz. Look, Aziz is a very popular name on this list. Number 13, Shonola Omobolanle. Number 14, Oshideko M. Adedayo. Number 15, Ladipo Cornelius Adeleke. Number 16, Ajasha Christopher O. Number 17, Suleiman Ishak Olatunde. Number 18, Okewo Obafemi A. And number 19, Alisa Ganiu Damilare. In view of the fact that only 3 nominees will be elected to represent the shareholders on the audit committee, we shall therefore take the election of these shareholders represented individually. It's a very long process, but that's what we have to do. We shall now vote as the name of each candidate is put forward, and the representative of the registrars are hereby directed to count the votes and deliver the results to the meeting. Okay. Accordingly, So I'll go through the list again. Now, Pastor Oyelaki Lanre Awobode. So please indicate by show of hands if you're voting for him.
If you are voting electronically, please
You can vote electronically.
Press the
show of
hand
hands
on your phone, not physical using of hand. We are still voting for Pastor Yelakin Lanre Awobode. Seven has voted in favor of Oyelakin Lanre Awobode. 9. 7 plus 2. The next.
Okay. The next candidate is Mrs. Shufolaho, Mary Joke Shufolaho. So please, again, show by your vote by show of hands.
If you want Mrs. Mary Joke Shufolaho to represent you at the audit committee for 2024, please raise up your hand electronically. We have counted the people that are here physically already.
So please show your hands electronically.
People are still voting. We are done, sir.
Okay, the next candidate is Mrs. Begbaje, Elizabeth M. Begbaje. So please, if voting for her, please indicate by raise of hands or show of hands.
Ten people have voted electronically.
Are you done?
Done, sir.
Okay. The fourth candidate is Aziz Ridwan Okekiola. Again, if you are voting, please indicate by show of hands. You got the result?
We are done, sir. Only two.
Okay.
Okay. 4.
Okay. Yusuf Olaiton Lukman. Okay. The next one is Yusuf Olaiton Lukman.
We are voting for Yusuf Olaiton Lukman. Please raise your hand electronically.
Well, we also need to note that since there are only 3 seats, once you voted 3 times, you can only vote 3 times. So you cannot vote, there cannot be multiple voting. Correct?
You are correct, sir.
Please emphasize that.
Yes, even you can only vote 3 times, since we have 3 vacant seats. But however, if you decide to vote more than 3 times, you are only spoiling the chances of your candidate. That would be the effect.
Okay, can we go on?
Can go on, sir.
Number 6, Adebayo Imam Yaya. Okay. Okay, we are voting for Adebayo Imam Yaya.
Okay. We are voting for Adebayo Imam Yaya.
Indicate by show of hands.
We are done, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, can you clear this screen before we announce? So we don't get confused.
It's not yet cleared. Please clear the screen.
Okay, it's clear now. Okay, the next candidate is Aziz Alamin Ishola.
We are done, sir.
Thank you very much. The next candidate is Aziz Abdugani Damilola.
Please clear the screen.
Clear the screen before we start voting for Aziz Abdugani Damilola.
Aziz Abdul Ghani Damilola, if you want him to represent you on the audit committee, please cast your vote electronically.
Okay, shall we move on?
Please go ahead.
Yeah?
Please go ahead, sir.
Okay. Number 9, Icheko A. Patrick.
We are voting for Icheko A. Patrick for audit committee. Icheko A. Patrick. Icheko A. Patrick. You are done, sir.
Okay, thank you. The next candidate is Aziz Lukman Akoni.
Please clear the screen. Okay, yeah, the screen is clear. If you want Aziz Lukman Akoni to represent you on the audit committee, please raise up your hand electronically. We are done, sir.
Okay. The next candidate, number 11, is Ajani Tunde Oluwole.
We are voting for Ajani Tunde Oluwole now. Please raise up your hand electronically. We are done, sir.
Thank you very much. Number 12, Isiaka Olamilekon Aziz.
If you want Isiaka Olamilekan Aziz to represent you on the audit committee, please cast your vote electronically. You are done, sir.
Number 13, Shonola Omobolanle.
If you want Shonola Omobolanle to represent you on the audit committee, please vote now.
Please remember you cannot vote more than 3 times because there are only 3 candidates.
We are done, sir.
Okay. Number 14, Oshideko M. Adedayo.
Oshindeko M. Adedayo is the one we are voting for now. Please ensure you don't vote more than 3 times, otherwise you will be spoiling the chance of your candidate. We are done, sir.
Thank you very much. Number 15, Ladipo Cornelius Adeleke.
If you want Ladipo Cornelius Adeleke to represent you on audit committee for 2024, please cast your vote. We are done, sir.
Number 16, Ajasa Christopher O.
We are voting for Ajasa Christopher O now. If you want him to represent you on the audit committee, please cast your vote. We are done, sir.
Number 17, Suleiman Ishak Olatunde.
If you want Suleiman Ishak Olatunde to represent you on audit committee for the year ending 2024, please cast your vote. We are done, sir.
Thank you. Number 18, Okeowo Obafemi A.
If you want Okeowo Obafemi A to represent you on audit committee, please cast your vote. We are done, sir.
And number 19, last but by no means the least, Adisa Ganiu Damilare.
If you want Adisa Ganiu Damilare to represent you on the audit committee for the year 2024 financial year, please cast your vote. Adisa Ganiu Damilare is the one we are voting for now. Thank you, sir. We have done, sir.
Can Can you please announce the results of the votes?
Thank you very much, sir. At the end of the voting on that resolution, which is to appoint the members of the audit committee for the financial year 2024, we have 15 shareholders have voted for Mrs. Shofola Mary Joke. She is the one with the highest vote, followed by Pastor Awubode Oyelakinlare with 14 votes. Mrs. Begbaje Elizabeth M, 14 votes. Assis Lilwan Okikiola, 4 votes. Yusuf Olaitan Lukman, 6 votes. Adebanjo Imam Yaya, 4 votes. Okay. Adebayo Imam Yaya, 4 votes. Assis Alamin Ishola, 2 votes. Assis Abdugani Damilola, no votes. Ichecho A. Patrick, 2 votes. Assis Lukman Akoni, 1 vote. Ajani Tunde Oluwole, 2 votes. Isiaka Olamilekan Assis, no vote. Shonola Omobolanle, 3 votes. Oshideko M. Adedayo, 1 vote. Ladipo Cornelius Adeleke, no vote. Ajasa Christopher O, no vote. Suleiman Ishak Olatunde, no vote. Okeowo Obafemi A, no vote. Then last but not the least, Adisa Ganiu Damilare, no vote. At the end of the voting, we now have Ms. Shofola Mary Joke with 15 votes, the highest. Then followed by Ambode Oyelakinlare, 14 votes. Then Mrs. Begbaje Elizabeth N, 14 votes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Now that you have approved these 3 representatives of the shareholders who have just been elected to serve on the audit committee until the next annual general meeting, I hereby move a motion that the following individuals be and are hereby declared appointed as members of the statutory audit committee till the conclusion of the next annual general meeting. Mrs. Shofola, Mary Shofola, Oyelakin Awobode, and Mrs. Elizabeth Begbaje. And then representing the directors on that committee will be Mr. Sunil Patarasathi and Mrs. Kofu Akekugbe. Thank you very much. So that concludes that section. The next item on the agenda is a special business and relates to the general mandate authorizing the company to enter recurrent related party transactions. I hereby move the motion that, subject to the provisions of the rules of the Nigerian Exchange Limited, NGX, namely the rules governing transactions related parties or interested persons, a general mandate be and is hereby renewed for the company to enter into recurrent related party transactions for the company's day-to-day operations, including the procurement of goods and services on normal commercial terms in compliance with NGX rules. That in line with the provisions of Rule 20.8c, rules governing related party transactions of the Nigerian Exchange Limited, interested persons have undertaken to ensure that their proxies, representatives, or associates abstain from voting on this resolution. That the directors be and are hereby authorized to complete and do all such acts and things, including executing all such documents as may be required to give effect to the transactions as authorized by this ordinary resolution. Would another member of the company please second this motion? Okay. Please, Mr. Bubaje.
I, Elizabeth Webbaje, do second that motion.
Thank you very much. I'll put this resolution to vote, to the meeting for voting. Of course, Mondelez will refrain or abstain from voting on this particular resolution. So please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. As announced earlier, please press star 8011 star 55 hash on your phone if you want to vote for this resolution, which is to renew the general mandate to enter into recurrent transaction with related parties. However, like the chairman has announced, the foreign partners will not participate on this exercise. Yes.
So is the poll open?
The poll is opened. Seconds left. 3 shareholders have voted electronically already. 4 shareholders. 5 shareholders. 20 seconds left. The poll is still open. Six shareholders have voted. Poll closed. At the end of the voting exercise on this resolution, which is the renewal of the general mandate to enter into recurrent transaction with related parties, we have 182 shareholders voted electronically and by proxy, with the total shares of 506,296 units. No against. Thank you.
Okay, following the results of the poll as announced by the registrar, I hereby declare the motion carried unanimously by those who voted. Thank you. The next item on the agenda, item 9, is the director's remuneration. The director's remuneration has remained unchanged since its last approval at the last AGM, and the same is in the aggregate sum of 22.7 million naira, and the same is now being tabled for approval in compliance with the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. I would also like to state that no executive director received sitting allowances during the year under review in line with best practices. I hereby call on a shareholder to move the director's remuneration for the period to end December 31st, 2024, and for succeeding years until reviewed by the company be and are hereby fixed at a sum of 22.7 million naira only. Please.
I hereby second the motion.
No, move.
Okay, I move the motion. Mrs. Mary, your question for now.
Thank you. May I have a seconder for this motion, please? Let's give people who are on the journey remotely or virtually a chance. May I have somebody who is attending this meeting remotely to please second this motion? Are you listening? Are you participating? We are giving you a chance to be part of this.
Yes, I, Oladipo Akinlade, do second the motion.
Thank you very much. I will now put it to vote. So, Registrar, please conduct that election.
Please open the poll for that resolution, which is to approve the director's remuneration. Please dial *8011*55# on your mobile phone and follow the instructions. Thank you. $90 seconds left, 88 seconds. Three shareholders have voted already on that resolution, which is to approve the director's remuneration. $50 seconds left. Four shareholders have voted electronically. 29 seconds left. 5 shareholders have voted. Seven seconds left. Poll has closed. At the end of the voting on this resolution, which is to approve the director's remuneration, we have 182 shareholders voting through proxy and electronically, with the total shares of 1,810,734,018 units. No dissenting voice. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, registrars. Following the result of the poll as announced by the registrars, I hereby declare the motion being carried unanimously. So we now come to the end of all the formal businesses to be transacted at this annual general meeting. In the absence of any other matter to be considered, I would like to thank our esteemed shareholders for attending this meeting. On behalf of the members of the board and so on, your utmost interest in the affairs of the company, of course, is highly appreciated. Of course, this is a novel experience for all of us. You know, the virtual board meeting, I think it's gone very well, all things considered. Thank you very much for your participation. I now declare this 59th annual general meeting closed. I wish for those of you that are here in person, safe journey back to your various destination. For those attending virtually, and for all of us, good afternoon and have a good rest of the day. Thank you very much. So we'll now close with the national anthem.
We hail thee, our own dear native land, though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hand unto our children a banner without sustain, O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build our nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty Nigeria may be blessed.